Good Friday evening, everybody. Friday, September 24th, 2021. You're like, where's Andrew? Andrew did the update this morning, and he's been doing the update in the show the last couple of days, which I appreciate. Had another day off yesterday. Kind of a weird schedule for the Crosby guy, but that's okay. He's back, and he's ready to roll, and he wants to thank Andrew. Actually, I came in this morning when he was doing the update, and I just watched and laughed because... Yeah, I'm always on this end and not on that end.
You just made it uncomfortable, and then you walked away.
No, I did. That was my goal. Were you uncomfortable?
I was just trying not to look at you.
I was trying not to laugh. So, yeah, it's...
well, you came in at the right story, so that was all.
We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's why I walked away.
Yep.
We'll leave it at that as well. Either way, Andrew, thanks for filling in, and glad to be back here today as we work through this Friday evening. A lot to get to coming up on the show. We'll be checking in with Better Business Bureau about sending money to fake friends. Yeah. That's happening. That's all I can say. Tiffany will be here, break that down for us. Plus, we'll take a look back. It's National Senior Center Month, and we wanted to make sure you had a chance to look back at the interview we did with Jill McComb, director of the Senior Center. And she says every day is Senior Center Month. So we'll break that down for you coming up here. And they got their ice cream social coming up, too. So want to make sure. Or is that today, Andrew? Darn it. Did we already miss it? Oh, man. Well, you owe me ice cream now. After all the time we talked about it, you owe me ice cream. Deal. All right. Well, let's get to some headlines here as we finish up this day, and we're going to go look for ice cream after this. Public information meeting. I know we've been putting this over and over again, but we want to make sure you have an opportunity to either watch, be able to speak at this, and more. So here's what we know. Public information meeting for Cyene Road Reconstruction Project. That's West Clayton to Aurora Avenue. On Wednesday, September 29th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., you can come in and to City Hall, or you can watch online at Fang TV. If you'd like to speak, you register online, and that's why we have the link there for that. But the City of Fitchburg is inviting the community members to participate in this public meeting for Cyene Road Reconstruction Project. And we want to hear your questions. There'll be time for that. We'll also give you an insight on what's happening with this project. So come on out. Just remember to follow the mask order if you do come out for this meeting. And then happening the next time, we got the Parks Plan 10-year update open house and public meetings. City staff will be gathering feedback from interested parties on the plan update and open house public meeting scheduled at 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, September 30th in the Common Council Chambers, 5520 Lacey Road. The open house will be held from 6:30 to 7 with the presentation and formal feedback opportunities scheduled at 7. For further details, to attend via Zoom to speak, again, this is registering to speak, you would email Scott Endel. With that information is on your screen on how to do so. You can watch both of these meetings right here at Fact TV on our sister station, F3, The Gov. I don't know why, whenever I do that, I don't know why I do deep voice. I don't know. All right, Forest Edge Elementary School will be having an open house officially. Forest Edge Elementary School is located in the Terra Vista neighborhood and will host an open house on September 28th at 5:45 p.m. Forest Edge is the first net zero energy school in Wisconsin, meaning the building produces more energy than it uses. The school's energy efficient operations are made possible from solar panels and geothermal energy saving features that students can track at various spots around the school. People will get a chance to see all the new features during this open house with a self-guided tour starting at 5:45, goes through 7:30 p.m. So we hope to see you out there. We believe there'll be some type of ribbon cutting as well. No matter what, we'll be out there for this event, so we'll bring you some of those shots. We took a tour last year and brought you some of that here on Fact TV, so you can check that out if you're just kind of curious, like, ooh, what's it look like? Because we toured it last year when the students were at home due to COVID, and we got kind of an inside look, but we hope you all come out for that. If not, guess what? We're still going to take you on the tour right here on Fact TV. All right, Oak Bank's Great Pumpkin Giveaway. Yes, that's coming up. I'm going to make sure you get this on the calendar. Oak Bank is proud to announce their annual pumpkin giveaway scheduled for Saturday, October 9th from 9 a.m. to noon. Families are welcome to come to Oak Bank's green space at 5951 McKee Road here in Fitchburg to enjoy kids' activities, refreshments, and horse and carriage rides. We will also have special guest appearances from Andrew's favorite mascot, Maynard the Mallard. I don't even know. Do you have a favorite mascot besides Bucky? I mean, Bucky's the.
I mean,
Man.
Bucky's the staple here in Wisconsin, right?
It's all about the Badger. I do like the duck that made her. I
Yeah,
high-fived him the other day.
Yeah. What about
cool.
Sparky? I mean,
Sparky. Yeah.
Gotta have the fire dog in there too.
Classic. Mark your calendar no matter what. You got any questions on this event? 441-6000, or you can visit the Facebook page of Oak Bank to learn more about this. Plus, the funds they raise go to a local charity, as it says here on your screen, which is always a good thing there. All right, Puppy Up Walk 2021. The 8th annual Puppy Up Walk will be held at McKee Farms Park on October 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Register for this 2-mile walk to help promote awareness of canine cancer and a fundraiser for canine research that benefits both pets and people. That's right, this is a pet-friendly event where all humans and canines can participate. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. October 3rd, again at McKee Farms Park. Go to puppyupwalk.org/Madison for more information. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up our digest. We're going to be checking in with Tiffany Schultz at the Better Business Bureau. She'll tell you how to not send money to fake friends. It's just not a good idea for many reasons. We'll break that down next year on TF.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus, so follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. Wear a cloth face covering and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. We were underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. Ready! That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today from the Better Business Bureau here in Southern Wisconsin, Tiffany Schultz. Tiffany, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming back. And today we're going to be talking about one that I think is very popular with the youngins, but I mean, people are trying to learn how to do this. It's sending money, but we want you to make sure you don't send money to fake friends, like on Venmo or any of those platforms of money. So tell us what we need to know first. Set us up here on these fake friends out there.
Venmo is such a popular cash app these days. Digital wallet. Everybody has a Venmo account, or so it seems, except for me. I don't know why I haven't jumped on the bandwagon yet, but it's an easy way to transfer money. But scammers have found a way to scam users in a pretty simple way. So what they do is send you a request. It looks like it's coming from your friend, and your friend lost their money or their wallet, and they need a few $100s for groceries, right? Simple request. So you go ahead and say, you know what, my friend needs to feed their family this week. I'm going to Venmo them $200. Well, what the scammer has done is they have sent you a fake request. If you look at the username they're using, it's 1 or 2 characters off from your friend's name. And they have looked in the public feed. All that information is available to see who's sending and receiving money. And they're going ahead and sending a request via a fake username for you to send them some money. So simple way to scam you. So really watch out when you're sending money and you're receiving unsolicited requests.
Yeah, and I think right there, that last piece you said, unsolicited requests, pretty common in these types of scams, or any scams out there that you've seen, correct?
Always unsolicited. If it's unsolicited, it's likely a scam.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk some safety here. Double checking with your friend before sending cash seems like, well, duh, but people are still losing money.
If I received a request from my friend, I'd pick up the phone and call her, or call, my husband, lost your wallet, why do you need this money? It's so uncharacteristic of you. You know your friend. Would your friend ever do that without calling you?
Mhm.
Use the other ways of communication that we have to reach out and confirm before you go ahead and send some money via Venmo.
How about keeping your transactions private? Very important these days.
You can go in the settings and you can turn off what goes into the public feed. So make sure all of your transactions are private. All you have to do is go into your settings. There's an option there. Don't make it public because that gives scammers the access to go ahead and try and scam you.
You say here, use money to transfer with friends. Helps protecting you a little bit better than not.
Only transfer money with people you know. So many times I see marketplace ads saying, hey, I can Venmo you or you can Venmo me. Don't do it. Keep your transactions between people that you know, not strangers that you come across as one-time transactions. You do want to keep those private and you want to keep them between yourself and somebody that you know who is responsible.
Another good tip here you say is the security settings. You definitely want to check those security settings. So important.
The privacy transaction, as well as security, go into your settings. If you've just downloaded the app, it may have defaulted to the default. You want to go ahead and make sure that those are set how you want them to be set. So always double check. So important to do that.
This one we've talked about many times, and the importance of using a credit card versus debit card. And when you're linking these types of accounts, there are definitely two differences here. Tell us about those.
There's an option to link a debit card or a credit card. When you have that option, you always want to link a credit card, not a debit card. A credit card is going to give you additional protections that any other form of payment do not. Once you send a Venmo transfer or any type of digital wallet transfer, those companies don't take any type of responsibility to shoulder any type of fraud. So when you send the money is gone. It's not recoverable. However, if you've linked it to the credit card is going to give you additional protections that any other form of payment is not going to do.
Yeah, so important. As far as what you've, we've got all these reports and stuff out there of this happening, but overall, the next generation, how do we get through to people and try to make this safer overall? Besides education, what can we do to help people understand that this is real and it is happening every single day on the most easiest simple request that you look at it in hindsight and you're like, how do they manage to get my money?
Education is really the best defense. Know who's asking you for payment. Make those phone calls, send a text message to your friend if you get that kind of outreach. Go to bbb.org/scam tracker. That's a great tool to use to see what's going on in the marketplace and the area around you. And always read the fine print. Just because you've downloaded an app doesn't mean that there's something in that small print that's going to go ahead and scam you later. So know what you're doing and be careful when you use all this technology.
All right, Tiffany, all great information. Appreciate your time as always. And we'll check back in with you next month to help us keep protected against the next scam or whatever comes our way. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You bet, Tiffany from Better Business Bureau here in Southern Wisconsin. Check out the website, bbb.org. And check that scam tracker as well to stay up on the latest information that is on scams and more. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next. We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Fitchburg Senior Center for National Senior Center Month, my friend Jill McCone. Jill, happy Senior Center Month.
Thank you.
And first off, I want you to tell the folks out there what you told me when I said, hey, it's National Senior Center Month. What did you tell me, Jill?
I said, oh, that's right. I said, but really every month is National Senior Center Month in my eyes.
I love it. I love it.
Right.
And I love it because, and I'll say this, I came here in 2010. I knew nothing about senior centers. I just started getting on the ambulance then. I was learning some things there, but a true treat here to be able to see and learn. And senior center, it's the wrong term because it really isn't that. It's an activity center. It's a gathering place. It's
Energy
exciting.
center.
Energy. Yeah.
It's all that. Yeah. You know, I say that in all honesty too, because every month we try to do something wonderful and we try to, you know, it doesn't really differentiate. You know, I know we're supposed to do more of celebrating a National Senior Center Month, but I feel like every month we're trying to do good stuff. And so, yeah, this is a good time to highlight senior centers. And, you know, we had a staff person come down and people still don't know what we do. One of our social workers, they didn't even know that. They were like, I don't really know what your title is. And I'm thinking, what are we not doing right that even city employees don't know what we do down here, you know? But I think until you really get in a routine of listening, and maybe I just blabber on so much, people just stop listening because I love talking about what we do. But anyway, I really do believe that we as a staff celebrate seniors every day, every month, all year long. So
you certainly do. And I think that's why I love interviewing you every month, because we get to talk about all the fun things that are going on. And there's always excitement surrounding that. The culture for senior centers today, though, how you guys have adapted. And I think that probably is why it works, why it's so popular, and why it's gaining popularity.
Well, and I think every senior center is driven by what the community needs, because not every senior center looks alike. I mean, we're all very, very different. Some are one pony shows, you know, others of us are supported by a city department. And we're driven by what the community is requesting. I had a gentleman in today, you know, really pushing me, you know, why can't you do online payments, you know? And I hate that we're not progressive enough that we do that. But I said, listen, I'm not my own entity, you know, we were trying to tie into the city and, you know, but again, so there's the driving force, and somebody else comes in and says, you know, I want to see something like this going on, or why aren't you doing this? We're very responsive to the needs of what our community, you know, says to us and what we sort of identify when we're out and about. So, you know, I think as long as communities or as senior center directors and staff are open to what's going on in their immediate community, that's what really defines, you know, meeting the needs of those folks. Yeah.
And when people ask you about your senior center, what's that elevator pitch of what is it? What do you say? I'd love to know, actually, just on a personal note, I'd love to know, but what do you tell people about our senior center?
You know, I usually say that it's not what you think, that we have a very young, vibrant, older adult population here. We serve more diversity than people would realize. And we really, we met with this doctor today, and she was talking about who she serves, and she said from womb to tomb. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. We can't do that, but we could go from 50 to tomb.
Yeah.
But then that didn't sound, because we're trying to keep people out of the tomb. But anyway,
of course.
I think that we're very energetic and lively, and we really just want to serve the needs of our community. And, you know, if somebody is 45 and walks in here and says, I want to do a yoga class, as long as we're serving those that we're supposed to serve and we have openings, we're going to let you in. You know, we're here for the community as well.
And do you think, as far as the senior population goes in Fitchburg, we know that that's growing, and why is that? I mean, why at Fitchburg? Why is Fitchburg that place? Is it what's driving it?
I think it's really curious, because forever we wanted more senior housing, and there was only 2 senior apartment buildings here forever since I started. And that's a long time ago. So, and then boom, we got the High Line, and now we've got 6 more coming down the pike in the next 2 years. And so I'm not really sure. Maybe that's a credit to the planning and economic development that finally people recognize this is a good place to live. And then of course we have the population that has lived here forever and aged in place. And so they're aging into our services quite rapidly. But why all of a sudden this huge, I guess you're seeing huge booms in every community, in and around Dane County. So Fitchburg's finally there, but to see the focus now on senior housing is really, it's really comforting to see that people, if they have to leave their home, they don't have to leave their community now. They do have some options, more assisted living, more independent living, a rehab hospital. So I don't know, we're just, the city's growing up.
It's true. We are growing and growing fast at that. Let's talk quickly about the staff, because the staff really do. I mean, from top to bottom, your staff is top notch. And I had the pleasure of, when you had your celebration down there now a couple of years ago, to really dive into the staff part of this. But your staff there, they just welcome you with open arms, and I think that's so cool.
Yeah, really, really. I am so grateful for my staff. I mean, I think combined, we've been here well for 100 years, seriously, with myself, and Dave's been here 20, and Amy's been here almost 18. So you just start adding it up. But, we're not a black and white sort of staff down here. Everybody is cross-trained. Everybody pitches in when somebody's not here, which we recently had experienced, and nobody hesitates to step up. It's amazing. And I just feel so grateful. And not just that part of it, but the passion, I think, shows through with people, other duties as assigned. Well, I don't even assign them. They somehow create their own, what's happening at the senior center show, or, volunteer opportunities and other programs and collaborative, programs going on with different businesses in the community. I just think that I feel lucky that we're all in jobs that we should be, that let us kind of have our best parts of us shine.
I love it. And it's true. It really is. If you haven't been down there yet, you're missing out completely, because it's from the staff to the activities to the updates that have been done, even since I've been here, and 10 years. I mean, that's not much. You've seen the changes go on. Finally, I guess, too, we probably should talk quickly about the Friends, the overlooking bodies of, so you've got a commission and a Friends group. So really quickly, how do those 2 entities play into keeping the senior center going on a different front?
Right. So the commission itself is, every department has an appointed commission or a committee appointed by the mayor. So ours is the Commission on Aging Well, which we had added well a few years back, and I think it is, it's really a good word to add. And so they're more policy decision making. Right now we're working on mission and vision statements, and probably some next a plan for growth, revitalizing that. So kind of more the meats of what goes on in policy driven. And then our Friends board is amazing, a board of 15, and they're really what I kind of like, the extra bread and butter, paying for the fluff, doing all the fun stuff that really give us like a little bit of an edge. I can't pay for things in the budget. So for example, they always use Senior Center in a month as to do something that kind of gives them a little recognition and a bit of a fundraising opportunity. And so they're doing the restaurant Wednesdays, where they worked with 5 different Wednesdays, because we got 5 in September. And the restaurants are giving some proceeds back to the Friends group. So then they turn around and give it back to us. So I know today it's me and Julio's from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. So go to me and Julio's today and enjoy a dinner and enjoy supporting the Fitchburg Senior Center Friends. Next week is the Benvenutos, and then Funk's Pub, and then last is the Hop House. So you can support us by supporting the Friends. And I can't say enough about the Friends. They're just fantastic. And they're also, not to babble on, so the only thing we're doing kind of out of the ordinary for Senior Center Month is we're doing a chocolate shop ice cream. It's not really a drive-by. We are going to have the chocolate shop truck park up in the upper level here, and you can stop by and get an ice cream cone for free because of the Fitchburg Senior Center Friends. They are sponsoring this event. So just a way to more safely celebrate Senior Center Month this year amongst everything else that's going on and the changing COVID numbers and that sort of thing. So we felt like this would be a good celebration. You are more than welcome to come in and eat your ice cream, or you can just come on over, walk up and grab yourself. I think there's 12 flavors.
12 flavors.
Yeah.
So can't get any better than that.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you to the Fitchburg Friends.
All right, Jill. Well, I know we could keep on talking about all the great things happening down there. We'll continue to do that. We'll still have our monthly update and continue to do that and celebrate each and every month, as you said at the top of this interview. So great job down there, Jill. You're doing everything that I think. Yeah, absolutely. And happy National Senior Center Month. And to you and all the seniors and staff down there. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
You bet. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So. I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for today, I want to remind you that you can stay tuned to Fact TV all weekend long. Yeah, when you're not watching sports or enjoying yourself outside, check us out here. Right here. Yeah. Stay connected with Fact TV. It's easy. A lot of great places to watch us, and we want you to watch. Have a good weekend.